Hey VC, it's Ron. Thanks for joining me. Hey, got a question. When you got a lot of creepy crawly, nasty pests in your house, who do you call? You know, the maggots, the roaches, the fleas, the ticks, the bed bugs, the snakes. Who do you call? The Exterminators. Yeah, I just wanted to give this quick punk rock album review of this album that just came out on Slope Records. They were Phoenix's second punk rock band back in 1977. They were short-lived, and they were not around at all. They only did like maybe 4 or 5 gigs, and then they were history. The drummer Don Bowles, he went to LA, eventually joined the Germs. The Clark brothers that were in this band, they formed a Phoenix band called the Feeders. One of those brothers eventually left and joined the Brains, and eventually one of the members even formed the Mighty Sphincter, a Phoenix goth band. So yeah, they've got some pedigree behind them, and you know, they've been in limbo for nearly 40 years now, and I tell you, they came back. They went in the studio here in West Phoenix and recorded this album this year, and it is killer. It just blew me away. And all these songs are songs that they did back in the 70s. So I will scan the titles here for you. So yeah, it was everything was written by the band except for this first track, I Hate You, which is written by some kid in the neighborhood, is what it says. So yeah, great album. And there's one of my favorites on here is Bionic Girl, written by Don Bowles. And Destruction Unit's really cool too. It closes side 2 with a spoken word track that's really kind of cool. And so the band members are these are the Clark brothers right here. This is Johnny Macho, he's the singer, and then we got Buzzy Murder on guitar, and this is Don Bowles on drums, and Chris Kirkwood from the Meat Puppets on bass. And this album was released on Election Day, so it's a product for America. And so it's pressed on dark blue vinyl, so that's cool. And this is the inner sleeve for it. Comes with this insert. And there's a little information about the band on the other side. So, this New Times article came out as well, and I will show you the article. It is quite lengthy. Never Say Die. Picture Don Bowles. Chris Kirkwood, photo. And a couple of flyers from back in the day. So, New Times does have a website. You might be able to locate that article on their website. I'd not checked for it, but if you're interested in reading it, it's a possibility you might be able to find it there. And yeah, Lionel Richie picked this up. Actually, before I got my copy, there was a delay getting it in the store over here in Phoenix, but he got his through the mail. And he was gracious enough to hold back on showing his copy until I showed mine. And because he knows it's this is more, I have more connection to this type of stuff than he does as far as Phoenix music. So I really appreciate that, Rich. And Freaks of Nature is a new release that just came out as well. It's on Slope, 7-inch EP. And this is more like 60s garage punk. And the singer is Daniel, and he's actually the singer for the Christian Family. The Christian Family is actually a spin-off of Freaks of Nature. And I think the Christian Family is probably history. I know the girl moved to California, and Daniel's out on tour with Freaks of Nature. So, and then with the run-in that Daniel recently had with Slope Records, I guess they got into an argument with the owner, and so the owner is refusing to sell this on the website. I actually got this through a record store who got it from the band. So an interesting thing is, this is Slope 20, which is the 20th release on Slope. If you go to the website, there's another Slope 20 7-inch by the Knit Divers. So it appears that the record label has brushed this aside and substituted another single in its place. So this might end up to be kind of a mini collector's item for sure, and it is killer too. It doesn't have the typical Slope Records label. It's just got this weird tan label. It's on black vinyl, not colored, and there's no gatefold. So that is not typical for Slope. And there was no Slope sticker, there was no download card or anything like that. So yeah, I don't know what, it was just business, you know, they had a run-in together, and that's why the label is not promoting the record. But yeah, I just wanted to tell you guys about this album, and you're probably hearing it first here. It's not on YouTube yet, as far as I know. So if you like what you hear, check it out, get the album. I think it's going to go on to be quite collectible. And I know Rich will back me up on that one. So until next time, guys, take it easy, and remember to get rid of those nasty pests in your house. Call the Exterminators.